Okay, now we're recording. This is a quick trailer just as to the possible live tonight. But I'd like to know personally, Spirits. I know that you got quite excited whilst working live on several occasions, including a couple of pre-recorded videos. I've just for the purpose of the live guys, anyone who normally or who has come into my Haunted Dolls live before, will know that this doll here and this doll here at the top there, they have both swapped places. I've moved them around. You see, I thought that she felt better on this side here, and because I thought this doll here is smaller, just above. The doll is just above Caroline. You can see her head just there. She was small, so I thought if you stick her in the middle, then it will help Caroline here on the bottom. Maybe we could even get the name from this one here, and of course, I think this one's Kimberly, but we'll see. Spirits, if you'd like to work with me on a live tonight on TikTok, would you be so kind as to tell our viewers that you'd like to do that? You know what else I realised is the ghost tube that I'm using. I'm trying out a couple of different ones. I don't actually trust the apps too much, to tell you the truth, especially because I don't pay for them. You know, if they're free, they're free. But you know what? At the end of the day, you can hardly hear or understand anything that this thing says unless you put it through my Bluetooth speaker. And if I do that, when it does actually speak, I am able to hear it, but it's to the point where it hasn't happened for a while. And you know the whole jump scare thing? Yeah, that's the one. Spirit, Caroline, Edith, Albert. Albert, you have a mystery that you would like to be solved. Can you hear me, Henry? Sorry. Can you hear me, Albert? Can you understand what I'm saying to you? You can understand, Albert. I'd like nothing more than to help you. And I can do that for you, you know. It's only something that I've realised recently. Thank you very much for the spike. Albert, thank you. You know, Albert, you can't leave. Is that the problem? You can't leave. I understand. So why is it that you can't leave, Albert? Is it because there's something that you need to do? Something that you need somebody to know? If that's, if that's something I can help you with, thank you, Albert. I would be honoured to help you. Cat. There were cats here before, weren't there, Spirit? 13 cats. Maybe more. But anyway, getting back to you, Albert. It's not very long that I've been able to do it, but I have... Wicked. Are you talking about yourself, Albert? Do you think that you're a wicked person? And you said you can't leave, so you're stuck here. Now, Albert, would that be because you've done something that you shouldn't have and you're frightened of judgment? And that's the reason why you didn't enter the light straight away, isn't it? When you passed over through whatever means, because we haven't actually found out yet, you did say that you had a car and that you took it from the garage. And then you told me that you had a stomach injury. I know you want to leave, my friend. The ghost tube said, I want to leave. Albert, I know that you want to leave, and I will be happy to help you do that. But my friend, I think that what's important, yeah, is that we put the pieces of the puzzle together. And those pieces, albeit them few, if we put them all together, we'll make the bigger picture. And I'm maybe able to help you to pass to the next life, to be at peace with your loved ones. Because I think you did have loved ones, and I don't think that you did anything monstrous. I don't believe that I don't know. I don't believe that you did a bad thing, that you did something bad. I think that you made a mistake, Albert. I think you made a mistake, just like a normal human being would. Anybody or any one of us human beings could have made a mistake, or could have even made the same mistake, perhaps. I don't know that this is relevant in any way, shape, or form, and nor do I feel that this is what nor is this what I'm saying I'm feeling. I'm not saying that I'm feeling that at all, actually. I'm inquiring, Albert. You said that you had a stomach injury after you had an accident, and you mentioned that you'd picked the car up previously. So prior to that, thank you, Albert. So prior to you picking the car up, you were fine. Then you picked the car up and you went and drove it away from the garage. Well, I'm sorry, Albert, but I live here. I'm not going anywhere. Then, Albert, if you're going to touch me, I give you permission right now to touch me. This is my hand, right here. Albert, you have full permission to touch me, guys. The hair, I don't know if you can see this or not. Wait a moment. You can't really see, but my hairs are standing up on... Thank you, Albert. Thank you. Rest in peace. Thank you, Albert. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't feel a touch, but I did feel the hair on my arms stand up. Albert, was that you? Did you make the hairs on my arm stand up? Kind of like as if you had touched me. In fact, Albert, did you try and touch me? Because you said that you wanted to touch me, or that you were going to touch me. Albert, if this is you that I'm talking to, if I'm talking about you, Albert, did you turn around? Is it you, Albert, basically? I am looking closely. I'm looking very closely. But you see, Albert, I'm trying to help you piece together. No, I come with only respect, love, and light. All spirits know it, and Albert, you know it too. I mean, no disrespect. And I don't know how it's disrespectful to honestly say that I'm giving you my time, Albert, so that I can help you put the pieces of the puzzle together so that you can see what had happened. No, I shan't stop. Sorry. But I know you've asked me for help, Albert. You wanted me to put together the last moments and the last fragments, perhaps, of your life so that you can be at peace. But I did see something just then. Guys, you know what? I've never, ever, ever seen anything like what I've just seen just now. I'm looking roughly there, in that space there, and I have seen something black just fly across there and there again. Was that you, Albert? It was you, wasn't it? Did I see you? You were a very small amount of black. Yeah, that's what I thought. And you crossed the arms between the two dolls at the back there, above Caroline, where the K2 meter is flashing right now. That's you, isn't it, Albert? You did that. You asked me to look closely. I looked closely. I saw something. in the first place thought that there's no way I could have seen that. It's just a trick of my eyes. My eyes, maybe I haven't had any sleep. I've had plenty of sleep. I guarantee you I had plenty of rest today as well. I had a day off, in fact. I woke up too late this morning for work, so obviously I'll start the day again tomorrow. But you see, I didn't just see something, and it wasn't just my imagination. It wasn't a trick of the eye. It was you, wasn't it, Albert? You created in another place. Are you in another place? Are you can you describe, Albert, can you describe for me what does it look like where you are? What can you see? Can you see anything at all, please, Albert? Can you explain that and use the Spirit Talker, the Ghost Tube here, to speak into it and so that I can have my question answered, or use the K2 meter or the cat balls? There are two. What are there two of, Albert? Because I asked you to describe for me what it is that you can see. Where are you? Do you know where you are? Please help me to help you, Albert. I think that we're getting this rapport going here, and I do believe that honestly, deep down inside, you do truly want help, but you're just too scared to ask for it. I don't believe. What's inside, Albert? I don't believe that you have that. I don't believe that you were that sort of man. I don't get the feeling that you were that sort of person to do something that you would be so frightened as not to go into the light when you had the chance. You didn't go into the light when you had the chance because there was something left untied, like a loose end, which you needed to which you need to tie up before you can pass on, before you are literally happy to pass on to be with your loved ones and be at peace. Which is, Albert, I believe that is exactly what's going to happen. Guys, check this out, right? Yeah, Albert, you know what? I'm pretty sure you might have done that. Now, this was in this here, like this, properly in there, yeah? There's nothing wrong with it. It's not broken or anything. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this comes right out of this and just falls straight on the floor. Albert, did you just knock down the only... when I asked you to speak into this device in my hand so that I could hear you, did you knock this down off of my tripod? You did, didn't you? Is that in an effort not to talk to me? Because you didn't have to knock it down. All you got to do is either stop talking into the device in my hands and stop using the K2 meter, or accept my help. No, you're not a demon. I'm not an idiot. Stop playing me for the fool. Albert, you know what? Your attempts to try and make me believe that you are anything other than a human spirit that has made a mistake, yeah, are going to fall on deaf ears. I'm not going to put this Spirit Talker back in the tripod, on the tripod that I had it on just now, so that you can knock it. If you want this to be thrown on the floor again or dropped, or if you want this for me to stop using this, either do one or two things. No, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid at all. I'm just confident. I'm not arrogant, but don't mistake my kindness for weakness, Albert. I don't believe that you were a bad person, but you need to understand something about me right now. I will not be messed around by you or a living person. Do you understand me? You asked me to help you to put the pieces together so that you could go ahead and be at peace with your loved ones. And since then, all you've done... Wait a moment. Albert, I apologize. I'm sorry. The reason I'm apologizing is because I've just realized that I could be totally wrong, and it could be somebody other than Albert. Yeah, there, see? It's not Albert that's doing this, is it? It's someone else. Somebody else is actually trying to make me believe that it's Albert, but it's not Albert at all. You know what? Albert, you have my sincere apologies. I am sorry, Albert. But would you like to help me to find out who it is that is trying to speak for you, or who is trying to make me believe that it's you? Can you talk into the spirit, to the ghost tube, and tell me? Thank you. I would be ever so grateful if you could speak into the device in my hand. Thank you for the K2 meter, but if you could speak into this device in my hand and help me out in solving your mystery, I would be very, very grateful. Would you do that for me, please, Spirit? Whoever it is that has tried to pass themselves off as Albert, whoever is trying... Andrea. Who's Andrea? Andrea? Thank you for naming yourself. Andrea, are you by any chance related to Albert? Or were you his partner? Maybe his wife, perhaps? I'm going to keep running the ghost tube because it actually is... It literally, I just watched it drop right out of it, and it was just like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I know that someone is trying to pass themselves off as Albert. Albert, I tell you something. I'm going to help you out here. Listen to me. I'm going to help you out. There's 3. Okay, Albert. Thank you. Knew what I was going to ask before I even asked it. That's amazing. Albert, there's 3 of them. There were 3 of you in the car, weren't there? When you took the car from the garage, from the mechanic, after it had been fixed for you, it was fixed, but you had... I am looking for you, Albert. Honestly, I am. You have my word. I am looking. Albert, can you confirm for me whether your family was in the car with you at the time of the accident? You didn't die from the accident straight away, did you, Albert? But your family did. I'm betting. I'm asking, Albert, because I'm not saying that I know. I'm actually asking. I get the feeling that you had your wife and your child in the car with you at the same time, and you made a mistake. It was a mistake, an accident, in fact. And it led to the death of your family, and then later on in hospital, your death as well. Isn't that about right? If I'm correct, Albert. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. Thank you for confirming that. Look, guys, he's listening. You're listening to me now, right? Because you know I know. I'm not just speaking to Albert, now I'm speaking to Albert's wife and child. Little boy. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I really am so sorry. That is so awful. And it makes my stomach turn. Because I can't imagine the pain and suffering that you went through, Albert, after you found out that your wife and child had died in the car accident and that you were still alive, because it left you with survivor's guilt, although you probably didn't know what it was. Come forward. Please, Albert, come forward. Bring your family with you. Don't be frightened. Albert, you know me. I've sat many hours with you, but I hadn't. Nobody understands. Albert, you know what? I don't fully understand either because I've not been through what you've been through, and I can't imagine going through what you went through and how hard that was and how horrible that was. And I am so, so sorry. I really am. But Albert, I ask you humbly, please, would you do me the honor of allowing me to help you and your family to... Sometimes, well, he's gone now, but he said sometimes. You miss your family, don't you, Albert? They are there waiting for you. They're already in the afterlife, Albert. And I know that you've been looking for them for a long time, and I didn't even know because, well, you didn't come forward. And obviously I made assumption. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right. Is that correct, Albert? I'm right. You miss them. Thank you. I know you miss them. I know you do. Albert, I can help you. Now that we've solved the mystery, now that you must surely know that your family are waiting for you, your wife and your little boy are waiting for you on the other side. In the afterlife, they're waiting for you and they want you to come to them. They want you to know that it wasn't your fault and that it was just an accident. There was nothing that you could have done. You didn't do anything wrong, Albert. You did nothing wrong. You did what anybody in that situation would have done. You tried to get out of the way. You reacted. But it was just so unfortunate. Come over here. I'm happy where I am, but you're welcome to come here if you want. But listen, you weren't to know that swerving out of the way of a head-on collision with another car, there's no way that when you reacted, you could possibly have known that a car would come across the central reservation and be in the path that you had now moved into, in the lane that you had moved from into. So you moved out of the one, you moved out of the middle you moved out of the middle lane. I know. Thank you, Albert. You moved out of the middle lane and you moved into the slow lane. And in doing that, you weren't expecting a car to be there as well and to be heading on. That car shouldn't have been there. But Lisa, is that the name? Is that the name of your wife? It is. Lisa, I'm so sorry, my darling. I am helping Albert, your husband. I'm helping him to cross over to be with you and his little boy. What's your little boy called? Would you share that with me before I cross you over? Albert, can you tell me the name of your son? I know the name of your wife. Yeah, I would be honoured to know the name of your son. But that car was never supposed to be there. Continue. I will. So that car was not supposed to be there. So you see, you didn't have a choice. You couldn't stay in the lane that you were in because there was a vehicle coming towards you that would have hit you. So you swerved at the last minute, and the lane that you swerved into should have been clear, but it wasn't. There was another car coming towards you, wasn't there? And that's not your fault. I'm sorry, Albert, I really am. But if it's any solace, I don't know whether you know this or not, but your wife and child, they never felt a single thing. Death was instantaneous. I'm so sorry that they died and that you died later in hospital. I'm also sorry that you found out that your wife and child had died in the accident whilst you were in hospital. Johnny, you see that, people? Johnny. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Albert. Your wife and child. Johnny was your child, wasn't he? Your little boy. Between 4 and 5? No more than 5, I wouldn't imagine. But it was instantaneous. They didn't feel a thing, and they want you to know that they don't feel pain anymore and they don't suffer anymore, but they miss you. And all they wish now is for you to be at peace and be reunited with them. Albert, if you'd like to come forward now that we've solved your mystery, to be crossed over to the other side, you can speak into this device in my hand, or you can use the cat ball or the K2 meter to indicate that that is what you would like me to do that. Okay. Brian, okay. Okay, Albert, all I need you to do is clear your mind. Nice and quiet, calm. Now close your eyes. In your mind, I need you to imagine that there is this blinding white light that is just beaming down from the sky above. And with your eyes closed, you can see that in your mind's eye. You can see it. That's good. Thank you. Now keep those eyes closed, Albert, and keep visualizing that white light. Allow that white light to enter your entire body. Allow it to completely cover you inside and out. I can't leave. You can leave, Albert. They're waiting for you. Please, Albert. They said please. They're asking please. Just all you've got to do is walk into that white light. Albert, they're waiting for you on the other side. That white light that is now inside and outside of your body and everywhere that you can possibly imagine. It's too bright to open your eyes. So just continually walk forward into that white light. And when you enter that white light, Albert, you're going to see, when you open your eyes, you're going to see Johnny and your wife right there holding their hands out waiting for you. Confirm for me that you have gone to the light to be with your wife and child and that you have now met them. Living room. That's where I am right now. Albert, you are at peace. Yeah. Albert, that is amazing. Thank you so very, very much. I want to bless you, Albert, for trusting me and for allowing me the privilege of passing you over. Go with God and with your family. And I thank you. Albert, you are most welcome. Thank you for trusting me with one of the most private and personal things that anyone, alive or dead, could share with another human being. I feel honored to have been able to help you in this short time, and I thank you. Guys, that's absolutely amazing. You're not lost, my friend. You're not lost. You're just in a better place now. That's all it is. You're in a better place. Trust me when I tell you that you, your wife and your son, Johnny, are going to live in eternal life. Forever. Wherever you choose to. And be at peace. Blessed be. Guys, that's absolute amazing evidence, isn't it? Thanks for watching.